Swear, literally a few weeks ago, I looked and Mike Evans was like at like 500 yards, just under 500 yards. And I was like, is he going to do it? Of course, yesterday we were all there, 10 straight for a man, Mike Evans, and good for him. Kudos, snap of the fingers. 5 quarterbacks, 4 head coaches in his NFL career. Mike Glennon, Jameis Winston, Ryan Fitzpatrick, freaking Tom Brady, and now Baker Mayfield. He's had what? Todd Bowles, Bruce Arians, Dirk Coder, and was it Levy Smith as his coaches? Because he came right after the Greg Sacciano. God, guys, I'm not even a Bucks fan, and I'm over here off the dome remembering this, okay? And Mike Evans is one of one. Hall of Famer. It's incredible what he's done. 744 receptions, 11,437 yards with 75 touchdowns in his career so far. Also, you want to hear something? He has 27 combined tackles, it looks like, for his career. Mike Evans the third, baby. Mike Lynn Edward Evans the third from Galveston, Texas. Did not know that. I didn't know he was from Galveston, which means like he grew up basically by the water, which Tampa Bay is like perfect for him. And people don't realize he only played 2 years of college ball. Skipped it because he knew he was a dog. I didn't know he ran a 4.5. Thought he ran a 4.4. This guy was drafted 7th overall. And he's been worth it. Also, I'm wrong. He had 91 touchdowns so far. I don't know how we got to 75. Oh, 91. Oh, his career long is 75 yards. 91 touchdowns. So sorry. I looked at the wrong thing. But, man. And even in the postseason, Super Bowl winner, Hall of Fame, future Hall of Famer, 6'5", 230. Feels like if he came out today, they'd tell him to play tight end. And I just 4-time Pro Bowler, 1-time All-Pro. It's incredible. I think it's a testament of time and just accepting change. I think it just goes to show, like, he made history. He joined an elite group of wide receivers. He's the second wide receiver to rack up at least 10 straight 1,000-yard receiving or more receiving yards. Jerry Rice did it 11 times from 86 to 96 and has a total of 14,000-yard seasons. Rice is currently all-time receiving leader with Julio Jones as the closest active player to Rice, listed at number 16, while Evans entered Sunday's game at number 37 with 11,275. And now it's crazy because Randy Moss had also hit 10,000-yard seasons, but they weren't consecutive. Moss is the only other player besides Jerry Rice and Mike Evans to hit double digits in receiving yards. Now, Mike Evans, as we all know, is one of the most reliable red zone threats, one of the most reliable deep zone threats, and it's crazy to think about that. In 2020 he had 1,006 yards, and in 21 he had 1,035, and today, I mean, he's got a couple yards to pad the stats. And it's incredible that Baker Mayfield, who's the sixth starting, my apologies, I said fifth, sixth starting. So if Jameis is sixth, I mean Baker's sixth, Brady was fifth, Jameis, right, was sixth, Baker, Brady, Jameis, Mike Glennon, Ryan Fitzpatrick. Did Ryan Griffin start a game? in there? I think that's where we're at. Okay, we need to know if Ryan Griffin started. The fact that Ryan Griffin had it as long as a career that he did, kudos to him. And there's also a tight end called Ryan Griffin, which makes me laugh. But, dude, he's playing in the Italian Football League right now. Tearing it up, ladies and gentlemen. Tearing it up in the Italian League. But, yeah, I mean, he played like 7 years with the freaking coming out of Tulane for the Bucks. I mean, he won a Super Bowl as the backup for the Bucks. They used to also have those terrible uniforms. Did he ever start a game? Okay. And no, he never started a game. It seems like it was Mike Glennon, Jameis Winston, Brady, Ryan Fitzpatrick. That's 4. Baker, that's 5. Who's the 6th, man? Who's the 6th? Someone tell me down below if you guys figured out the 6th quarterback, because I'm definitely curious, as this team is fun to watch. I mean, I think it's just a good story to see Mike Evans out there. Think about all the people he's had to be with, okay? Like, let's go back in time. Let's just go back in time and talk about all these guys Mike Evans played with. Okay. Mike Evans had to go ahead and play. Let's go season by season, ladies and gentlemen, the quarterbacks, because I'm very curious, and I hope let's go down memory lane. Let's talk about the players that were on the roster. All right, during that run. So in 2014, when he first came into the NFL, dude, he was drafted with Austin Seferius Jenkins. That's crazy. Seferian Jenkins been out the league for like 4 years. That was wild. I forgot that they were a duo. Charles Sims too was in there. Charles Sims was another guy who had like one or two good games for them. Fantastic. Two, that was memory down like Kadeem Edwards, Kevin Pamphil, and Robert Huron. He didn't do much. Okay, let's go on to the next year. Okay, Lovie Smith was the coach that year. Jameis Winston came the following year. So first year, Mike Evans' first year, Josh McCown and Mike Glennon might have been the two quarterbacks that threw to him. Because next year was Jameis Winston and Mike Glennon, and that just is how it stayed for years. Okay. Damn, I forgot. Then they had Todd Munkin was the offensive coordinator one year. I forgot all about that, but damn, Jaquiz Rogers was on this team. Russell Shepard. I'm pretty sure Russell Shepard still plays, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he just recently retired. But Josh Hoff on this team, dude, Brandon Myers. People forget how good Brandon Myers was at that point. It's not really, but like, I love Brandon Myers. But they had Luke Stalker. Luke Stalker was out there always, recently retired. I'm surprised he didn't win a Super Bowl with the Bucs. I guess he left right before. But going down this memory we're on 2016. We're going back to 2017. Okay, let's see who's there. I forgot they brought in Deshaun Jackson that year. They drafted O.J. Howard, and that was a wild year. Chris Godwin's first season was there, but it was the Deshaun. Oh yeah, they had Adam Humphries, guys. That was the year where Adam Humphries he was coming off of like those legit years where he was like a 600-yard receiver, had that 800-yard each season. Then he went to Tennessee. I actually completely forgot about Adam Humphries. And then this is where the Cameron Brate ran started, and I forgot Cameron Brate was like cut last year, which is crazy to think about. They had him for so long because they originally had him on the team, then they cut him, then they brought him back, and he basically was an absolute dog for them for like 10 seasons, and they released him before the start of this season after he sprained his neck. But Mike Evans, man, the teams he's been with, Ryan Fitzpatrick was there, like I said. It's crazy going back and seeing these teams, okay? Because Ronald Jones, you guys remember that? Okay. And it's another guy is Justin Watson, who is a receiver for the Chiefs, two-time Super Bowl winning player, okay? Is the Justin Watson that Tampa Bay drafted, which is crazy to think about, like the players and the guys. And just like Jaquiz, he was on the team for like 3 years. It didn't feel like that long. Kind of crazy to look at like this team. So I'm actually very much impressed, just like what they've been able to do and how they've built this, because Mike Evans has always been a centerpiece. He never got forgotten. Like even with the quarterback change, like dude, there was a year where Brashad Perriman was just killing it. Also, I loved it how but there were seasons where Scotty Miller was killing it. Okay, and there's other guys, and still number one option, Mr. Mike Evans stayed. I think that's the testament of how good he was. Even Chris Godwin, like, it's been there 6 years, okay? Came in at 21. It's definitely impressive. He's had 3,000-yard seasons. I'm just amazed by how long he's made it, the longevity.